Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the final review show for the NBQ 2024 championship. We have had amazing, thrilling contest in the past couple of days. And it's been wonderful. All the highs, the lows, the cryings, the jubilation. And we are here finally for the final, the grand final. And I have the wonderful gentlemen here again with me to go through this with them. My name is Reverend Samuel Akresi. To my left, I have Evans. Next to him is NK. And next to him is Richard. Gentlemen, you're welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
At this juncture, no? The thank you is loud at some points and not so firm at certain points. But we'll see how it goes. But how are you guys? In all fairness, let me start with the two of you. Because for him, we have dealt with him a long time ago. Yes. His heartbreak happened a long time ago.
Oh, okay.
So how are you two doing?
I am fine because NK is not fine.
Oh.
Yeah.
So because NK is not fine, you are fine?
Yes.
What happened?
I'll explain his joy later, but I'm okay. I'm surviving. Yeah.
So you understand his joy?
Oh, I understand his joy.
So what is causing his joy?
You see, some of us came to win a trophy.
Okay.
Others too came to see Gamsu lose.
Okay.
And although we all lost in the same contest, one is happy, one is not, because of the standard.
Oh.
He just wanted to beat Gamsu. He doesn't care about the trophy.
Okay.
And it's sad. It's sad, but...
Oh, my goodness. So let's quickly look at what happened on Friday. Of course, on Wednesday evening, you said a lot of things.
Well, Friday was, I think we can call it Good Friday.
How I wish we were just playing the video, some of the things they said.
People said, you know,
Okay.
I remember I asked you for those videos just to juxtapose them against what they are going to say now.
I was ready to produce the videos until Friday happened.
Because they lost. I know for a fact because they lost.
So because you
They
lost,
refused.
that is the reason
Yes.
I don't have the videos I requested. It's all fine. You all heard me ask for the videos of what people were vehemently saying. And now I don't have the videos. But we have the scores.
But Reverend, before you continue, I don't know. At least Richard is in National Bible Quiz T-shirt. But for NK, I don't know what the issue is. Because what he's wearing, I don't know.
It's not even part of the colors of Gams.
You know, on Wednesday, he asked Evans why he wasn't wearing his church T-shirt.
NK, what's wrong?
Thank you, what happened?
Well, I think... I will explain, sir.
We continue.
You just explain, but you go to her. This is well. So on Friday, we started off with the first contest at 9 a.m. That was between Gamsu UG, Live City UG, and AGCM KNUST. And I very much remember you people were rooting for Gamsu.
No.
The two of them were rooting for Gamsu.
In fact, I like the way you mentioned
I'm
the
sure
names.
that
You started from the
I
bottom.
didn't see this clearly because it was a big mistake.
And eventually, AGCM pulled through. Obviously, he was supporting Live City. And so none of you got that prediction. None of you were looking at AGCM.
So technically, we all lost.
My brother,
The
my
stone
brother.
that the builders rejected.
Has
Turned
become
out to
the
be the
chief.
cornerstone.
I was
Exactly.
telling you guys about how that when people were building momentum and all and looking at what they had done, but you were quite sure that, okay, Gamsu had also done quite well in their quarterfinal round, scoring 40 points. So it was going to be a good day for them in the semifinal. Charlie, let me start with you, NK. What
Apparently not.
happened?
Well, I think that day, myself, I wasn't so happy about the scores. Yes.
No, that one day you can't be happy. Like you wanted to be happy.
Yes. AGCM finally put my winning streak to an end. my first loss in the NBQ. It wasn't easy to take in. I think I'll applaud AGCM coming down from 6 points in round 1 to overtake Gamsu in round 2 and then maintain their lead. Extend the gap was very clear that they deserve to win. And I
Between
think
you and them, it was 18 points at the end of the contest. So from 6 points down.
And I think at this point, when any Gamsu member sees AGCM Kenyans, they have to clap.
Exactly.
Yeah. Because they have sent 3 Gamsus home. The Gamsus that came were 4. 3 of them were sent home by AGCM Kenyans.
Just that it's not biblical. Like they should be paying tithes to them because the way things are going.
Charlie, Enki.
well,
So AGCM has dealt with all 3 Gamsus.
Yes.
They
I
have
think
their
they had one
blueprints.
mission just to come and evict Gamsu, and they've accomplished it. If they win the trophy, I mean, you have beaten the national, so yeah, I mean, I'll give it to them. I don't have a problem with them winning.
Well, let me come to you. Rich, what happened to Life City?
Very poor round 2.
Very poor round 2.
Chukwuemeka happened.
I think it's the Chukwuemeka thing. Like, that's what I
At
feel.
this
brother,
point,
we
at
got
this
them,
point
we
we
got
have to
them.
name
Speak
it
for
Chukwuemeka
yourself.
syndrome.
It's true. It's true. Like,
A good team that has a very poor round 2. Chukwuemeka
it's
syndrome.
very contagious.
Oh, really?
Speak for yourself.
Speak for yourself. If you don't do well, how blame somebody?
Why
So
are
in
you
that
blaming
same contest,
Chukwuemeka
wasn't
here?
somebody else doing well?
You see, Romans chapter 9, verse 18 will tell you does not depend on human efforts, but then on the mercy of God. So I think it was the mercy of God. You can't blame Gamsu.
And we can't blame Life City.
Life
But we
City.
can
Because-
applaud AGCM.
So the truth
Yes.
is, the Life City didn't have a good round 2. And you could see that they picked up. Their round 3, 4, and 5 total points accumulation was very good. But because they let the round 2 go away from them, they couldn't catch up. And this is not the first time Life City has done this. In the UG Institutional Championship last year, they chased Gamsu from 9 points down. They were tied before the last riddle. And then Gamsu won the last riddle. I remember 80 and 83 was the answer. And then they won. So I don't know what is happening with Life City, but it is establishing a pattern.
I think their round 1 didn't go so well. I was expecting them to do better. I think among the 3 teams, what I expected was the round 1, Gamsu would take the lead. Life City, then AGCM, following from their previous contest. Because AGCM doesn't have a good start. So I think AGCM's strength was obviously what they do.
Yeah.
What they did was what they
Round
their
2.
normal game. But then for the other 2 teams, we didn't have our normal game that day. That is why AGCM really extended the lead that much.
Yeah, so I think I was about saying that right. Life City, the round 2, it appeared for the round 2, it was an AGCM game throughout because both Gamsu and Life City, it didn't go too well for them. But then, whilst Gamsu did well in round 1, I might believe if Life City could have done a bit better in round 1, probably they could have catch up, though it was evident that AGCM was winning. But then the round 1 also wasn't too good. Yes, but so probably if they had gotten a bit higher of a score, then I'm sure maybe they could have
And
really
I
pursued.
mentioned this the last time that the AGCM KNSC changes are strategic.
Yeah, very.
The round 2 changes the game. And after round 2, it was catch me if you can.
Yeah.
To the last riddle.
To the last riddle.
And they won it.
And it's just impressive the fact that you were leading round 1, but the way they just turned the ship upside down, like just it was strange. Like I was following, I was like, why? What really happened? At least round 2, no, let them be still leading AGCM by at least 2 points, but the entire ship and
Was
are
10.
now trailing by 6 points. Then that's
They really did
That's really
well.
serious.
Because
So-
if you look at the final scoreline, you would even think they were trailing by 6
No,
points from
in the
round 1.
first round.
They really covered up the loss, and that was impressive. For a team heading into the finals, this is the kind of spirit you need. That even if you are behind, you still pull through and then make it happen.
exactly, and
Yes.
it will be an advantage to them.
Yes,
Right,
in the
because-
finals.
And well, we'll come to talk about it. But all 3 teams are tight, right? So your ability for you not to give up and still to be able to come back, it will be something that might be an advantage to them.
Interesting. So that ended the first contest. AGCM whipped the two.
Just say the sales through.
No, this is not
Disciplined bits.
Let me see. AGCM
Evans, you
38.
too.
Live City.
No, but that's
27.
the truth. If you
That's the
compare
truth.
the scores for all the semi-finals,
Yes.
that is the whip.
Can we
you.
just leave the adjectives out and just say they
No,
won?
no, no, no,
They
no,
won.
No, we must state it as it is. You see,
They won. That is how
at this point, if it were somebody, if it was Gamsu with this 38 and AGCM with 27,
We won't sleep. Oh.
we would not have been sleeping.
How can you score 40
serious.
in
Like, we won't
quarterfinal and
sleep.
score 20 in semi-final?
No,
What
you
is
can't
that?
do this.
What is that?
Please, so
20 points.
humble yourself.
Defending champion, 20 points.
Please don't say that defending
Oh.
champion again.
Title defense, no crowd must into Minka.
They've really disgraced us, but it's fine.
Anyway, for guys there. So the second contest was between, again, Casa UCC, the only hope for UCC in the semi-final, WCF UG, and New Breed KNUST. And New Breed won. Again, all three of you were rooting for your brother, Lord.
Well, I was the only one rooting for the underdogs, hoping for a miracle.
Yeah.
But apparently, was it a day for miracles?
No.
Yeah.
That was not going to happen. Somehow you felt that Casa was going to do something.
And K and I predicted
I actually
WCF
mentioned that
under
Casa
duress.
were the underdogs here. I was hoping for a miracle, so that it would have been.
Please, I think we need to hear what he just said. Please repeat exactly what you said.
We predicted the WCF under duress.
That is very true.
So the two of you are afraid of what Lord will do to you.
Exactly.
So you decided that let's support him.
And he let us down.
And he let.
I mean, we're already in pains.
Yeah, so you had just lost. And then hoping that, oh, Lord,
At least
console you.
consolation prize.
console you.
We have a Legon team.
And that was the last Legon hope.
Oh,
Yes.
And that also sealed.
At this point, I think it's in order if we congratulate WCF also. We'll come and
For being
congratulate the
evicted.
two teams, but at least they really held the fort.
No, but they held their own.
Exactly.
Because
They
it
did.
went down to the wire. Just a point difference. You see, unlike
Some people, there was
they
no
did
wire.
better
There was
than
no
Gamsu.
wire.
a loss is a
for-
loss. A loss
There
is
was
a
no
loss.
wire for you
A
for
loss
them
is
to
a
hold.
loss. A loss is a loss.
oh my,
But
God.
I mean, they did better than Gamsu.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
We give it to them. Yeah,
Way
they-
better.
But then
Yeah.
I think let's go a bit also into that competition.
Okay.
Into that competition. It was really an interesting one. Right from the start, well, Casa was off. So it was a WCF New Breed KNUST game.
Yeah.
Right? But then New Breed, have high respect for them.
Yeah.
Honestly, I was just impressed, and I was clapping, and I was like, they made me feel it was more than a competition, in a sense that, for these guys, they are so relaxed. That's something that I love. They are relaxed. New Breed can, and the composure alone, I was just staring at both of them. In fact, I felt like they didn't really come for a competition. They came to enjoy themselves.
And they
And
are
they did.
enjoying themselves.
And they did. And that's just brilliant and amazing. Not to talk of Lemuel Soate.
That's
Yeah, yeah.
You know, I mentioned this
Composure.
name after the 1-8 preview.
yeah.
That-
That
Yeah,
we
I
should look
remember.
out for that
Watch
guy.
out for him. And he's held his own.
Charlie.
I think that contest was massive. Like, I wasn't here, but later on I went to watch it. And watching the contest, you could see the closeness of the contest.
Yeah.
All two teams. The speed race, looking at how New Breed was very careful in answering their questions.
Yeah.
WCF2 was more like the Hesa. You could see they were trying to attempt
Everything.
everything. They were trying to attempt. Although some went well, some didn't go well, it was still there. And I don't know for Casa. For Casa,
They
I
came
don't know.
to join the
Especially their true or false.
Terrible.
10 points at the end of true or false, 11. Just 1 point. I was surprised. Like, you're heading into the finals. Right from, I think at the end of round 2 was 10 points. And they ended the contest 11.
11 points.
3 rounds, 1.
1 point.
I mean, it wasn't impressive. It wasn't
Yeah.
impressive. But then I think we have to congratulate the New Breed team for their composure.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Like
Amazing.
looking at how your opponent final round 1 point gap, and they are answering, and you could see they are smiling,
And
they are clapping,
yeah.
they are not moved so much by the pressure over there. That is something to applaud. Like they are very good.
Yeah,
That
I
is
think
good.
they've held that through the competition.
Yes.
When somebody answers, they are clapping. When somebody answers, and they are on stage with you competing, but it's like, oh, Charlie, the guy really answered well, and you need to appreciate what they are. Very much appreciative of what everybody else is doing, and that's a good thing to have.
Yes,
I mean,
and looking
And
at
I think that's the spirit we actually need in this atmosphere. You know, yes, though we are
competing,
it's like we are competing, but at the end, it's one body of Christ.
Yeah.
Right? And the glory goes to God at the end. So it shouldn't get to the point where after competition, people harbor hatred and all that. It is just something to edify the church. Right? Yeah, and I believe they represent, based on how they're on stage and whatever they do, they show that, right? That it's not something that you could take so
like the
serious
world is
and
coming
take
to
it.
an end.
Exactly.
See.
Exactly. And that's just
like
great.
somebody's answering, you're not you, you're angry.
because like some of us too, we are losing and we are happily losing. Yeah.
What did you say?
That is a lie. That is a lie. That one is a lie.
Oh, like you could see that
I can play the
banter is
Gamsu
coming
contest
from
video
here
for
and
you.
there,
See.
and we are taking it to
See.
school.
NK.
If he was here, if he was here, cry like I'm sure we
And
We are
carry
holding
him.
no grudges. Like
NK, you see, we have all been here throughout these past 2 weeks, and we've all heard you vehemently defend your stance. And I mean, the only champions and the defending champions, the only ones who have lifted the trophy. Yes, you won the maiden and you were very happy. You did so well. No two ways about that. But you can't tell me you were happy losing. Not at all. You really wanted to defend this one. You wanted to.
whatever the Lord does is good. So I'm
No,
okay.
this is not the doing of the
I'm
Lord.
okay.
This is the doing of Gamsu. You lost. You lost. I mean, and New Breed, we really need to congratulate them. They've pulled through, and they've shown a great, great sportsmanship. If we were to use that, and I think that's good to emulate. I mean, and it goes for everyone, even fans as well. When somebody, there are questions when somebody answers, you just feel like, this one, you have done well. Just applaud the person. You don't just do it because he's not in your denomination. So, I mean, I don't care. Yes, we will throw people here and there, but the real essence of what we are doing is that we need to foster the bonds of unity among ourselves. We need to be able to have the opportunity to engage among ourselves, and that's good for us. And then the third contest. Again, so here's what's been happening. There was one KNUST team in each contest. There were 2 UG teams in one UG team in the other, and no UG team in the rest. And then there was one UCC in one contest. There was one UHAS, and then there was one Pentifil. Yeah. So UCC was hoping that two of them would make, but it didn't happen.
Can we end the review here?
Why?
I think we've done enough.
Yes,
We've done enough.
You see, you two, how do we end? We are just about to talk about somebody's victory. And because he won, So let me start with you. They have ended. Let's just talk. So after losing your quarterfinal, you decided that you were going to put all your support, all the wisdom, all the tricks into the KNUST team. And so far, it's been paying off.
Yes. In fact, Psalm 30 verse 5, part B. Weeping may endure for a night, but joy cometh
in the morning.
That wasn't the case of Gamsu.
in the morning. They can't relate that to that scripture because they don't understand.
They don't understand it.
I'm the only one who can relate
At this point, you are the only
to
one who
that
can.
scripture.
You were weeping,
But
now.
and I'm the only one smiling here.
Okay, I want to speak. But before I speak, it was more than a night. Your weeping was more than a night. Let me just put that one out.
It wasn't.
So before you speak, DLCF won that contest with 47 points. Amazing and impressive. followed by Nubji Juhas. They did quite well, 31 points. And we really need to commend the Nubji Juhas team.
Yeah.
I think we need to start there. What a lot of people didn't know is that Marilyn has been traveling in and out of Ho for the contest. Yes, she has not been staying. Even to the point of writing exams and still coming back here to compete.
Wow.
That is something that needs to be talked about.
In fact, 2 of their contestants had an exam that day. That was the reason why their contest was shifted to 3 p.m.
To 3 p.m. So they wrote a paper in the morning, showed up here, and still pulled a 31 impressive points that somebody couldn't manage.
Please, what was the point?
What did you say?
What was your point, Life City?
27.
So you couldn't even put that. You couldn't put that too. Oh, okay. So we are all in the same pot now. That's what I want.
Yeah.
Please, let it face that side.
But Nubji has solid team.
Solid
Great
team.
team. Great team. They really
And
did
this
well.
is their first time in the competition.
Yes.
And they pulled such a great performance.
Which level is Marilyn?
Okay.
What?
Where?
No, I think she's in medical school, right? Or okay, we'll see. We'll get to find out.
Medical fund there. Maybe a normal hadron.
Say Obi. I feel no second year. On them what to have for the next 6 years.
I know about level 100.
It's a long way. I've told you.
But we said this of a certain church.
Yeah.
That they were in level 100 last year. They got to the grand finale.
Exactly.
And they will surprise us.
No, you are referring to EBSU UCC.
Yes.
Just
Mention.
I mean, there's nothing wrong. We all know.
You spot the progression.
Yeah.
I was coming.
So you are eventually going to mention MCCC. Okay. So we are here. I think it's a good point to take a short break. And then when we come back, we are going to look into the final and what to expect today in the final. So we'll take a short break. When we are back, we are discussing the grand finale. This is the NBQ Review Show. You're welcome back from that break. This is the NBQ review show, and we've just run through what happened during the semi-final. So we are here today for the final, which is going to be between AGCM KNUST, New Breed KNUST, and Deeper Life KNUST. So it's an all KNUST affair. After 12 institutions showing up, the trophy has just one home.
But it was
before
obvious, right?
The final. It was obvious.
I thought it was obvious because right from 1-8 stage, you could tell the Legon teams were being put down like the walls of Jericho. They're just coming down like that. They're just coming down. So it appears it was the seeded teams that were still holding the fort. And even those forts also came down. So I feel it was obvious right from the start.
Do you think it was obvious?
Oh, well, seeing KNUST teams in the final is not surprising. It's not surprising because considering the fact that last year we saw all three institutions who were present at the finals. And then this year, right when the competition took off, we saw KNUST teams hitting high marks, winning comfortably. They were dominating the 1A stage. So it was quite obvious that they are coming. But then I didn't expect an all KNUST final.
Yeah.
But I expected a
At
KNUST
least
appearance.
a KNUST in the final. You also expected a KNUST in the final.
Yes, yes.
And that was Deeper Life. I know.
Yeah.
But then you were not expecting an all KNUST final.
No, definitely not.
Yeah.
But I think from the quarterfinal, like MK was saying, it became obvious that it was a possibility because the strongest team in UCC was gone. And then you could tell that the way the thing is going, the KNSC teams are showing up. They are showing up, and they have really shown us that last year they didn't have enough preparation like the UG and UCC teams had. Because last year they were the only institution who didn't have an institutional champion.
Yeah. Yeah.
But they were able to get two seeded churches, one of which made it to the grand finale.
Yeah.
So you could tell, and then from their institutionals, I mean, their institutionals was one of the highest, in fact, the highest scoring institutional championship. So the teams showed that with enough preparation, they can do extra. I wouldn't be surprised if we come and sit here another year, and then the semi-final is an all KNSC semi-final throughout. I wouldn't be surprised because the teams have really shown that, one, they know the Bible. Two, they know how to go about a contest. And it wasn't just one team. You could see that they have strategies that they have put in place to be able to get to be able to win and then make it to the next stage of the championship. And so I'm not surprised. And I think it speaks to the strength of the churches that came from KNUST.
Yeah. I'm sure later we can invite their chaplaincy to come and tell us what they are doing.
Oh, I can tell you.
You can tell us.
Yes, don't worry.
And this year is like they've had, I'm sure it was this year that they had, what's his name? Apostle. The apostle passing through. Apostle Eric Nyameche.
Passing. This year they've really had people passing through.
Yeah.
Papa Kumi
was also on campus. So you
I'm
see,
sure the land has been heated.
Oh, the land is always heated.
Yeah.
I think that not because I went to KNUST, but generally with all my it's bad. Okay, let me just say it. I mean, but generally, of course, being on Tech campus, I still had friends. I mean, all across would interact here and there, and you realize that there was a seemingly good spiritual atmosphere on KNUST campus. I mean, you can have a meeting with VC and he would crack the whip and still guide you on what to do. You understand? And those were exciting times. And I think that some of those things set students on the path. Like you can be on campus and have a VC week where VC is preaching. And have, it's not like, and have missions, which is not like a mission by one denomination, but missions by the whole institution. Some of those things set the atmosphere to do these things. Yeah. And I think, like I said last year, that if everything settles, you would begin to see that play out. And we saw that play out, like you mentioned, in the institutional championship. they started scoring very high marks, and then they showed up here, and they have also been doing well as such. So I mean, it's all about the atmosphere. It needs to be set right. I mean, you and I know that it's not very easy to organize certain events here on Legon campus. It's or on UCC campus. I once remember we were ready. We were at Intellectual 2004, and UCC had arrived. When they arrived, some of them sat in the same bus and they went back to UCC because they had a quiz. And everybody had
You are shots fired. Shots fired.
Oh no, I'm telling you something that happened. It's not like so I'm just saying that you have both leadership and then student body helping to make these things happen.
Yeah.
So for example, if Bishop Dag is passing through campus, he's having meetings with all denominations. When Papa Kwame is coming like that, everybody is involved. You know, Apostle Nyamiche is coming. Everybody is involved because you know that you are receiving a father of faith onto the campus. It is no longer, no. Everybody gets involved and you push the agenda. And I think that if other campuses can pick up from there,
Right.
it gets exciting.
Right.
I know where you will stand today. You are surely standing with your team.
Yes. But there are certain statistics to note.
I don't like the buts.
No. I mean, it's
I
analysis
agree
we are
with him.
doing.
He has to.
Exactly.
Evans, flow.
Yes, there are
Don't
certain
let the
statistics to
losers
note.
stop
So
you. Flow.
once we begin to go, this guy is a loser. He doesn't have to talk. Hold your peace.
It's like he just has to choose one and move on.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Exactly.
Okay, so
we are going statistic-wise, right? In comparing the three teams so far. I'm starting with...
Yeah, but now check.
Let me start with AGCM KNUST.
okay.
Right? We've seen how they perform, right? They're round one, not too good. They later catch up, which I've already mentioned that it's likely to be an advantage to them moving forward. Apart from the various rounds where teams have their strengths, another thing that might also play out is teamwork.
Okay.
Teamwork, right? The strength of how the contestants are really talking or communicating with each other might be a very good factor in the team that comes up to win, right? DLCF, we already know their style. They like to dominate from round one to the very end. And the situation where a team tries to give them a bit of some challenge, then it's likely that their composure begin to waver, right? So it's something that they should also look out for, that irrespective, well, it's not over until it's over, and we've seen that throughout.
Yeah.
For New Breed KNUST, a very silent and dangerous team. Silent and dangerous.
Okay.
In a sense that they have serious composure. It doesn't show on their face, doesn't show any part of their body that they are discouraged or they are giving up, right? So for such a team, if you want to defeat them, until you defeat them to the very latter, you don't rejoice, right? You don't rejoice. And their teamwork, the teamwork between Obrempo and Lemuel is also very strong in there. So I think these are certain factors. But all in all, based on performance, I feel DLCF KNUST will carry the day. And we live to see.
Wow. Now we have heard from... Let's hear from you two now. Say something.
Okay, so, well, looking at the finals.
That you couldn't make it to.
The first final, I'm not there.
You know you are present. No, there's been only one final. You are saying it like there has been 20 finals and you've been to all. And you are, no, please,
none
let's
of
not
these
do
ones
that.
have been there. They don't know how it feels to actually be at the finals.
But you are not at the final.
I'm not there. I'm not there.
Don't worry. Very soon you'll be presenting the trophy to us.
You've been to 3 finals. 2 were institutional.
Yes.
You didn't make it.
What you guys are doing...
You only made it.
You
only won 1 out of the 3.
See, Reverend, and it's a fact that if he wants to bring this up, Gamsu UG has never beaten DLCF,
UG
before.
Never.
It has never happened. Anytime we meet them, we give it to them, and the gap keeps widening. So that is a fact that I want to establish.
Let's talk about the finals.
Before we continue.
Since no one is in the final, let's talk about the finals.
I'm in there, please. So.
Okay, so this final is going to be an interesting one. Looking at all three teams, we see that. Let me start with New Breed. New Breed, their wins are usually convincing, right from the 1A stage through to the quarterfinals, semifinals. I think that was where the gap was just 1 point. But then their previous corner, you could see that they win widely. And even with that one that they won with 1 point, you could see that they weren't under pressure. So their composure was there. That is a plus for them heading into the finals because that stage is pressure zone. Because you know the stakes are high. Yeah. And DLCF, they've been to the finals before. The same team has been to the finals. So they have the experience. They've experienced before. They've been under pressure over there. Last year, they were winning with a wide margin at a point, somewhere around 9 points, thereabouts. And then the gap was closed, and they lost with just a point. The pressure got to them. So if they have done their homework, and they are coming into this contest prepared, that the pressure will not get to them, we should see them also doing something extraordinary. Considering the fact that now they've not been under pressure, they win convincingly. By the end of round 4, you're already out. If they bring that game in, it will be their day. AGCM KUST. Among the three, I think they are the ones whose round 1 is not so good. Yes. But then, they still come and then they show their authority. They win, and it's not 1 point win. Coming from behind to win convincingly is
personal experience.
Is a plus. Experience on that level.
Yes.
Yeah.
So this contest is going to be an interesting one. I don't know who to tip.
Because at this point you are not there. So
I think you can be free and tip the one who beat you too.
Because the person I wanted to tip is not there. So it's making me doubt who to
You
back
wanted to
for
tip
this
yourself
one.
and you are not there.
Of course. If Gamsu was here, we would have been the clear favorite. Oh, but don't worry, that's for another day. We'll talk about it next year. Well, next year we'll talk about it.
So you are still not sticking your neck. I need you to do. I mean,
it's an interesting one. It's an interesting one. I want to go for New Breed.
You want to go for New Breed?
Yeah.
Okay.
New Breed.
Okay.
New Breed. But AGCM, let me just say this. Should AGCM have a good round 1,
then it's a
I think it will be an AGCM day. If not, it will end up being like EPSU UCC's contest.
Okay.
They didn't start well. And they lost with just 1 point. If they started a little well, they would have done it.
They would have made it.
So I'll go for New Breed.
New Breed. Richard.
Reverend. Let me just open with this.
Okay.
I don't have a good streak when it comes to predicting a contest with New Breed.
Oh.
I've predicted 3. I have lost all 3.
Yeah, you have predicted against them every time. And they have won every time. So far.
So do I predict for them in hope
so
that
do you
they lose?
At this point, you just have to predict for them, or what do you want to do?
It's like you're already tired also.
Because in the 1-8 stage,
I went WCF.
And they beat WCF convincingly.
Yeah.
In the quarterfinal,
I went Casa Legon.
and they beat them convincingly.
And they met WCF again.
Then they met WCF again.
And
you went back to support WCF.
Back.
And they beat them again. Onupa, you need to revise your notes. Okay, but I mean, we have Deeper Life, Win a New Breed, and AGCM. How do you see this contest today?
It will be one of those contests where it's down to the last round, and you see that every team is performing. In fact, I am expecting that every team would at least score 30 plus. That is me. I am expecting that every team would be able to score 30 plus, because no team would want the contest to go away from them. And DLCF, like Ivan said, they like to lead from round 1. I don't know if it is a church policy. They like to lead from round 1. And in a case where the contest becomes tight, then you see that the composure is gone. And then there is AGCM, who also picks up from round 2. And then there is New Breed, who will lead from round 1. And nothing shows he is boarded. But then I will go for, they all have content. When it comes to content, as in knowing the Bible, they all know. But I will go for DLCF because DLCF has shown that they can make it to the final and they can pull a lot of weight in the final. I was saying that last year, the Eugene Church, the KNUST churches did not have enough preparation in the aspect of the quiz. But then they came and then they showed up. And DLCF was able to make it to the grand finale. Lead from round 1. Even though they lost, it was just a point. And this year, we've seen them come, take the contest from round 1, and go all the way to the round 5. They've done that in the quarters. They've done that in the semis. And now they are in the grand finale. And I want to say this. They are the only church that have made it to a back-to-back grand finale.
Yeah.
Yes. Gamsu couldn't.
Gamsu couldn't too.
Gamsu could not.
I like the way we are the center of everything. It feels good. It feels good.
Keep on feeling.
Be not deceived.
So, the fact that they've been to the grand finale before, they know how it goes, and I'm sure they've done their homework, thought what went wrong, what they could have done better. And in fact, I must say that this year, I'm seeing changes compared to what happened last year, especially in the grand finale. You could see that the Riddles, he's not in a haste like that. And that was what went against him.
Yeah.
The last riddle,
he knew it.
But then he was a little too fast.
Yeah.
But this year, they have worked on that. And if they are able to lead from round 1, then I will have full confidence in them that they can win it. Because, the AGCM team is good. They are good. New Breed team are composed. But we've not seen what New Breed does when they are not in the lead.
Yeah.
Because
they've always led.
They've always led. We've seen what AGCM does when they are not in the lead. But theirs is fully reliant on the round 2. So in a contest where all the teams are fast and are precise and are accurate when it comes to content, it will be very tough for them to take the lead like that. And that is why I am going for DLCF KNUST.
Wow. What a day. I mean, what a few, in a few, should I even say minutes or hours?
But it's possible my streak can continue.
Yeah, that's so.
I like that. I'm glad you predicted that way.
So it's quite clear that whenever he predicts against New Breed, they win.
Yes.
And he has predicted again. He has gone again to predict against New Breed. Yeah. It's obviously exciting. We've had very, very interesting times, and it can only get better, isn't it? With all the things that people have done. Before we go, just by way of announcement, for those who are following the stream, and those who are hoping to even get here, the final is happening right here at the RS Amegashi Hall, University of Ghana Business School, and you want to find your way here. People are already saying all manner of things here, and the bragging rights have begun already. Because
they've been taken from some people.
It's been taken. Yeah, Gamsu bragged, came to do Jama, and yet it didn't work. And so we are. So we'll see how it goes in. No, Charlie Enki, it is well, eh? It is well. The guy is sweating. All of us came here without face towels or napkins, but the guy is sweating. He's sweating under these conditions. Yeah. And today he decided to wear red. I mean, Well, red is not the dominant color too for Gamsu. But it is well. The guy is in serious trouble. so 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 we are getting there, and we've taken your predictions. I'm excited. For me, wherever it goes, like I said, I'm a winner. It is heading to KNUST.
Yes, those of us who live in Kumasi too are excited.
For the last one, we should give Reverend the opportunity to predict.
Oh, no,
Reverend.
You see, I have stayed on the fence throughout, and I think it is fair that I do same.
Reverend,
you can just
predicted
jump
KNUST.
over.
Reverend, no, this
That's
is the
enough.
last
No,
one.
You
I
predicted.
Reverend, this
predicted
is the
a
last-
KNUST, and that's enough.
enough.
We still would like you to. At least, no one has picked
Let me
AGC.
continue to stay here.
No one has
Because you
picked
see,
AGC.
I talked about KNUST so that if it was even one KNUST in the final, then it meant that that's where my heart was. But now all three are KNUST. And so wherever it goes, I'm fine. I am very, very fine. So thank you guys so much. Thank you. It's been exciting having these conversations. What a lot of people don't know, these guys have been keeping tabs on every competition, going back to watch competitions they even miss, going back to watch institutional championships, get to know whose strengths are so that we can have these lovely discussions. Thank you guys so much for being on the panel this year. And I hope
Thank you too.
I hope to see you
Thank you
again.
too. I would like to congratulate my quiz team too for the very good work done. And the supporters, they give us that atmosphere. You could feel that the champions are in. I mean, it is something to commend.
Are you talking about
And I would like
our
to commend
audience
City.
or-
But that has been the case with everybody. I mean,
Me, I'm just commending the Gamsu people. All Gamsu. All Gamsu. Right from UG to Nyankpala, all Gamsu. It was amazing. Champions for a reason. Yeah.
I think the review and preview show has been helpful. In the sense that, yes, apart from predictions, right? The emphasis really has not been on the predictions.
Yeah.
The emphasis has been on the feedbacks, the comments, where we noted their weaknesses, and I believe teams who watched have learned
some
key
teams seem
things
to have
from
watched
it.
and taken some very,
And
very good points and it
exactly.
helped
That's
them in
true.
their
Exactly.
subsequent.
Since everybody is giving closing words, let me also give. I want us to clap for the teams from Nyankpala.
Wow, yeah.
With the exception of Gamsu UDS Nyankpala, of course.
Yes. We can't clap. We can't clap for them.
I mean, they really did well.
Yeah,
They really did well. And to have traveled such a journey.
yeah.
You know, when we were planning for this, we went to many institutions in the north.
Yeah.
We went to Tamale. We went to the UDS. They have Tamale.
Yeah, they have
They
Tamale,
have
Wa, and
they have
then,
and
yeah.
of all those UDS
Campuses.
they were the only ones who were receptive. In fact, when we gave them the dates, they said, "Why not do it earlier?" And when we went, I mean, the hospitality.
They were ready.
They were just good. They were just good. And then they came here and replicated. I mean, in the contest, the last team that went out was Nubji UDS.
Yeah.
My heart.
Yeah.
Because it was against my church.
Yeah.
And they've really shown that they know the Bible. And when we call on them, they can come and display that. Can we put our hands together for them again?
Yeah. So it's been exciting couple
Last
of.
not clap.
Last one.
It's not clap.
Yes.
But you've thanked your people already.
You can't rest over.
Okay, Enki, what else do you want to say?
Oh,
Tell us.
I think I've enjoyed the whole 2 weeks here, seeing how teams are preparing, the prayers they are putting into it all, how people, I can see some contestants around taking notes. You could see they are just monitoring certain things. People are following even the preview and the review, looking at the trend of questions that we are predicting to come, or we are seeing that have already appeared. I think it's something to comment. And I wrote an exam this weekend, and the knowledge I have from some of these quizzes actually helped me to pass. Yes, I think I saw some things that, even from the slides, I saw some things that were potential questions for the quiz.
Wow.
And I was like, oh, NBQ.
It's like, Gamsu people want to send their questions.
no. The whole view is that.
Gamsu people want to send their questions.
The whole view is that the knowledge from the quiz, I think a few things have passed through my ears that actually helped me. Even with regards to how these questions that relate to scenarios in the church and you're asked to defend, those things were very helpful. I think
I really love
it's
those
very
those
good.
questions.
It's very good.
It
The
was just
consultants
great.
are doing an excellent job. Yeah, God bless them.
So thank you guys so much. We want to say a very big thank you to our sponsors. So the 2024 edition, of the National Bible Quiz has been brought to us by the National Bible Quiz Project in partnership with the Bible Society of Ghana. Sponsored by Sweet Music Pro Audio, Ghana's leading musical instrument store, IT Consortium, as TK Ventures, Visal Insurance Brokers, Nickel Fabrics, Fortune Ghana, Soul Impact Family Production, UGBS, Volta Hall. Also want to say a big thank you to Commonwealth Hall, Pen TV, our official TV station, and Sweet Melodies 94.3 FM, our official radio station. You wanted to make an interjection before? So we will take a break at this point, and then we're going to have some people who have not been on stage necessarily as competitors share experiences they've had throughout the quiz. So don't go away. I mean, we are running the stream till we hit the finals, till the contestants get on stage and everything goes. So right after this break, we are seeing wonderful people give us the experiences from the quiz this year. Please stay with us. Okay, you're welcome back from the break. Like I said, we have three amazing people here who have been a part of the of the whole euphoria from the beginning till now. I'll let them introduce themselves, and then we'll get to talk about the experience this year. So to my immediate left, our most vociferous fan from last year till now. Isha.
Okay, my name is Samuel Inshura Fodum. I'm from UCC.
Yeah. So for him, he's UCC. It's not really about anybody else, just UCC. Okay. Please put the mic on. Yeah.
Elizabeth.
Elizabeth.
Yes, New Breed.
From
Best
New
of
Breed.
education whenever.
Okay. And then
Okay, I am Bright from AGCM US.
Bright from AGCM
the assistant coordinator.
Wow. So one of the so for those of you who don't know, AGCM had the highest number of teams. I think there were about 8 of them for the year, and one of them has made it to the final. Congratulations. How has it been like for you? Let me start with you.
Oh, it has been an amazing contest so far. And in fact, we have learned a lot of things. A lot of lessons, experience. And in fact, it has been an interesting contest too.
So when you say lessons, is there one specific thing? If I asked you, what one specific thing were you taking home, what would that be?
One thing I've learned mostly for our team is that we should, in every competition or as a team or in any organization, one of the things that help you to grow fast is teamwork. So as an institution, a team, or any group, the most focal thing that play most important role in the team is teamwork. Without teamwork, the team or any institution will not progress. So we have to be teamwork in everything that we are doing. We should be teamwork.
Teamwork. Okay, I need you to be thinking about this other question. What from the Bible have you learned that from these competitions that will sit with you? I'll come back to you to take that. Okay. So let me move to you, Lizzie. You competed for New Breed UW.
Yes.
And how has it been like for you? So as a contestant and then as sitting behind watching others also do it.
Okay, so for our contest, it was supposed to take place on Friday, but it started on Monday. Okay, so the first time I got here, when the 3 contests were going on, I was like, really? Some of the questions that were being asked, I asked myself if they actually were in the Bible, because with some of the names, so I was like, God, am I really prepared for this Bible contest? Yeah, so I still had time to learn the Bible, read, and get something. So on the day, Friday, we had to compete with HTU, get some, and then EPSU. Yeah, new breed. People were cheering us up. I was like, God, please, I beg.
No pressure.
No pressure. And then if I'm getting to the stage, it should be like a victory or something, like a win. Okay, so I got here, and thankfully, it's like the way I felt I wasn't prepared. That is how it looked like on stage. Because if you check with our first round, our second round, the questions were being asked. I think most of them were unable to answer, but in the end, we won. So as a contestant, the experience is kind of fun and very emotional as well, especially when you lose the contest. I know most of you bear witness that we lost our quarterfinals competition, and it wasn't really easy for me. Like, I really felt it, yes, when we lost. So basically, that is it.
Wow. So at least for you, it's been an experience. I mean, winning, losing, going through all the motions and everything. But you, Insha.
Okay.
So for you, like I said, you have been our most vocal fan from last year till date. And everybody's looking at everybody now knows who Inshira is. If there is a name you would not forget, it is Inshira. What makes you be able to put all of that together?
Oh, okay. I'll first thank my viewers and my listeners, because for me, when I was growing up, I wasn't this vocal. I was a quiet guy.
Oh my.
Okay. I know that people will not believe,
Yeah,
but
people can't believe that you
yeah,
were
because
a very quiet boy.
yeah. So at the with 2011, that's 14 years ago, 13 years ago, when I got born again, the first role I took in the church was ushering.
Okay.
So the ushering give me that privilege to encounter people, how to stand before people and direct them to sit here to just do this in the church and stuff and organizing. So I get opportunity to meet people that sometimes you feel shy when you're approaching them.
Yeah.
But I tell myself that no, I have to do this. So when after that 2011, I was able to build my confidence, how to approach people, and since then, there's no one I cannot meet or I cannot talk to, I cannot relate. I quite remember when I went to campus, I was able to meet the VC, to talk to VC, pro VC.
Wow.
It's not because of, I know how to approach people, no matter your pedigree. I have that kind of way attraction. So and two, when I am also coming for the program, I tell myself that you don't know anybody, and you are coming here, you are coming to support. The against will be too much. So what can you do to help your people, the people you came with? What can you do to help them? So I have to sit down, plan all these things. It's not that maybe you just stand up and come here and be able to do. No, you fail. So the same way people will come to stage and fail or lose. The same thing when you come here and you try to do what I'm doing, maybe you rather insult someone.
Yeah, because you seem to have a lot of information as well.
Yeah.
Beyond all the shouting and everything, you seem to have a lot of information. So how have you been gathering all of that?
Yeah, sometimes I watch all the contests from the prelim to the 1A. I watch all the contests. And so when you are coming, I take notice of the contestants. How are you able to answer questions? How are you able to attempt your questions? So I will know that, oh, this person is weak in this side. This person is not good when it comes to this and that. So when I come, I know where to hit for the person, and I know where to pray so that the person will be energized to be able to answer most of the questions. So I learn, and two, when I meet them too, I get close to them, or I'll ask you, where do you come from, this and that. So at least you know the person. We are having a contact. We are all Christian, but we have the game aspect of whatever we are doing. The game aspect is the most important thing here, because you will be good in the Bible, but if you come here and don't know the game aspect, you will lose. So that's how I'm able to combine all these things. Sometimes when I'm saying it, I ask myself, so what you said, some of them will get offended. But I tell myself that no, it is a game aspect. When we finish, we are together.
Yeah. So nobody takes offense. Nobody takes offense. And we've had very, very exciting days. So let me get back to you and ask, what is your most critical thing you are taking away from here, scripture-wise? And that will run through for everybody.
So one of the things that I've learned is from the book of Nehemiah and Ezra. We can observe that when the Lord wanted to start a move by the rebuilding the temple of Jerusalem, there was opposition, a lot of opposition against them. So one thing that I've learned, no matter how the Lord will help you, or no matter how the Lord will take you on a journey, there will be opposition that will come against you. So you must still focus on God and focus on the move that the Lord has given unto you, and He will help you to a successful end.
Wow, that's beautiful. Lizzie?
Okay. Personally, when the Bible says we should love the Lord our God with all our hearts, with all our soul, like with our everything, it includes His word as well. Okay. You don't wait when there is an occasion or an event before you feel you need God. It should be a daily routine.
Okay.
So yes, learning the Bible every day is what I've personally taken.
Read your Bible, pray every day.
Okay.
Isha,
For me,
finally.
last year I said this. I said that when I came for the championship, I thought I know a lot, but some of the questions, when I'm reading my Bible, I don't read them. I just, so that thing taught me how to read the Bible and take notice of details. So that's what we grab from this championship. And two, I know that this question you not ask, but I know that this contest will be key. But I'm going for DLCF. That's all.
You are going for DLCF. You are going for New Breed. You are going for AGCM. And that is quite obvious. So thank you guys. Thank you guys so much for being on the show. This has been the NBQ Fun Show. It's exciting. Like I said, we are running through till the contest is over. So share the link, invite a friend, and if you are close to us, join us in the hall, and let's make this one very exciting. Thank you. You want to say something? Quickly. 2 seconds.
So, on behalf of all the schools, I want to thank the sponsors and the organizers of this program. And we pray next year it will be a massive one.
Thank you.
And I hope more schools will join.
Wow.
And let us first, AGCM is winning tonight.
You want to give shout out to your New Breed team?
Yeah. So shout outs to all New Breed team members. Lemo, Obrimpo, I see you. All the best in this contest. Yeah.
Okay, so thank you guys so much. Our time is fast spent. We are back with the other parts of the show. Thank you and keep following. It's exciting Bible contest on NBQ Championship.